Okay, it's record.
Okay, so now we are in recording mode. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we can start
Yes.
with the content of the presentation.
Perfect. Then
Let's start.
let us share our PowerPoint, Andre. So we have prepared for you. So, zack, zack.
In case you have any questions, you are also welcome and pleased to share that also in the chat. We will afterwards, we are planning to keep some minutes also for the Q&A session also there. So please, so don't hesitate to put your questions in the chat. And even if you would like to ask a question on whatever this will be possible, then later we can enable also your microphone to hear your voice and to get your questions. The name that we give for this webinar is Automation Experts. So, and the intention is to share with you our expertise, yeah. So to enable you about this, the arguments and about the reasons why the Yaskawa products are the best choice for your automation solution. So we start now with the control products. So this is, it's me or it's you, okay? So, and one important thing that we see at Yaskawa is to create synergies about the different product lines that we have. So Yaskawa is one of the few companies in the world which have such a wide range of different product lines, starting from robotic, but ending even of a micro PLC. So to create the synergies there among of these products, this will give you the advantages of using Yaskawa in general. So, and that's why whenever we create a product, whenever we have an idea of a system, we always take that into consideration. It doesn't matter if it's a new HMI, and I will present you some new HMIs there. Doesn't matter if these are new products that we are bringing for our IOs, for example. We always have this solution approach in mind. So, and that's what you see here on the first slide. So some of you, I saw some of the participants are from our YCOs there. Some of you saw this slide already, but let me very, very roughly then comment it. So about the completely controls portfolio that we have here at Yaskawa Europe. So we have a System 300, and we will go down later more in detail there. So this is the System 300. What's this system mean? We will show you that later. Then we have a micro PLC, our smallest solution for the PLC. Also there we will have some slides to talk more specifically about it. And then we start with SLIO. So SLIO is the main system we have at Yaskawa. Because on SLIO, we get also the biggest synergies. We have IOs, a wide range of IOs there, so more than 100 different modules there, really to fulfill almost every automation task you need on the IO. So this is a small description you have here. On SLIO, we have not only the IOs, but we have also a wide range of CPUs there, so a complete solution. We are talking here only about the control products, but as you may know, so we have also now very fresh, let's call it like that. So we launched also a new iCube controller. So this is one of the most innovative solutions that you will find on the market. And this controller works also with the peripheral SLIO. So having this new controller, you have immediately already a new system. The system SLIO is since many years established in the market there. And once again, you will find a wide range of different modules there for your specific solution. HMI on the bottom left side. So also here, talking about solutions, also the visualization is part of the solution. And that's why we have in our portfolio two different lines of HMIs. One is what we call the smart panels. So it's a purely HMI product, an entry product. We have there 4, 7, and 10 inch sizes there. And then we have what we call the panel PCs. Panel PCs, not for control, since we make our control with our controllers itself, but the panel PCs we use as a high-end visualization there. So also here, you will find our control basket, also solutions for the for your automation task. Of course, the software. So we need software to make the visualization, to make the programming, so to bring everything also together. As a matter of fact, we offer the software as well. And this is also one very quite specific point that you will see then later in the controller solution, that in spite of our own software, in this case here, you are able to use even a software from our competitor, which is in this case then the software from Siemens. So you are able to program every and each of these systems that you see here with TIA Portal, with the platform of Siemens, or with the former platform from Siemens, which is the Simatic Manager. So then last but not least, we want to offer you as well network components, cables, switches, teleservice, connectors. So what you need in order to make this network, everything is networked today. So you don't have a controller standalone, not networked to a higher level of the IT on the enterprise. You don't have a HMI showing alone. HMI is always connected to a network. So that's why we want to offer you the networks components as well. So one-stop shopping, you can have it by Yaskawa. Now let's go then more deep in the system SLIO, which is our main product. I mentioned it before. Now, Costa, your stage.
Thank you very much, Andre. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, as already Andre mentioned it here, our SLIO system is our global product in our Yaskawa portfolio right now. You have also the possibility to use the distance periphery in the IOs in the motion world with the iCube, or you can use it here right now in the controls world with the SLIO in this case. And you see looks and brain in a single package in this case. This we can say is the cherry on the top. Now I will dive with you in some specific details about the SLIO PLCs and system in this case. Very roughly, you see here in one slide all the key points. I will start from the left side with several communication interfaces. That means we have Ethernet, Profinet, we have Ethernet IP. All these common interfaces are available in our global product SLIO system. The next topic here with the flexible software solution. What do we mean? We not concentrate only in our software, that we say, okay, we have our Speed 7 Studio, it's enough. No. We say, if your engineer use also another software, for instance, Simatic Manager or TIA Portal, the Siemens environment, then we open that you use our hardware in this software environment with you. This we mean flexible software solution. That you see we are very flexible in this case. You don't need some more technical details about that. Next one, we have up to 6,000 kilobytes fully retentive memory in this case. Then we have also scalable concept in this case. I will show you also in the next slides what I mean is scalable. We have here different scalabilities for you. Next point, we have the over 120 expansion modules and options in this case. In the previous slides, you have seen all the options we have from digital input, energy management, counter modules, and so on. All this we have here included. Furthermore, the next topic, motion controls. What I mean, in this case, you need to mention, I need to mention that here we support simple motion. This is not so powerful as the motion controller, but for simple application, we have the possibility that you could use our controls product in this motion world. We have also developed here a library for you. This is also free of charge. You could download it from our homepage in this case, and you could immediately use it in our software, Speed 7 Studio, or of course in the Siemens environment. You could also include it in this catalog. Last but not least, this is not a secret, Andre. We are up to 10 times faster also with the competitors. And we have also created here some benchmarks. Of course, we could also forward to you all these technical details, or you could also find it in the technical data on our homepage, www.yaskawa.eu under controls.
And why we are 10 times faster?
because we are also the technology owner about the chip included in this case.
So this is not a secret.
Not anymore. Not anymore, right now. That's right. Yes, of course. And also this technology, Andre, is also included in our new iCube controller.
We are using our own chips there.
Exactly, exactly. And you see, we are also not only the developers, we also use our technology in our components in these applications. And of course, we are very flexible if we need to change something or to do some workarounds about that. Then I go to the design a little bit that you see also. I have used also some products from SLIO. I will start also with the exchangeable power module. This is important for the commissioning, for your technical guys who are in the application, and you know the cabinet always full of cables and so on. And there you don't need to change all the modules because we have the two concept modules. That means we have our model behind. This is the basic, and of course the power module you could put out, and of course if something happens you could exchange the power module. This is also the same with the IOs and with our digital inputs, outputs, all the IO systems. Then furthermore we have also the spring clamp technology. This is very good for vibration. Of course maybe you have it in some hard application, then you can do also the different. We have the clever labeling. Okay, this is a strip. Then you have the possibility, you mark all your IOs in this case. It's also very smart, very flexible in this case. Then easy mounting. You see on the top of this, we have here a clip function, and only you clip in this DIN rail, and that was it. Very easy, and this is a too less safe slide mechanism. Now, a key point is that you could use up to 64 modules in one row in this case. That means 512 IO channel per station. And if this is not enough, then you have also the possibility via the PLC to use a decentralized periphery. And of course, then you have also the possibility to use more than 64 modules. You can split your application in this case. You see, you have the various possibilities with this SLIO system. So then I go to, oh, sorry, it's too fast. So as I mentioned before, I go to the scalability solution. What I mean here in this case, you see, we have over 120 expansion modules. We start from potential distributor modules up to ETS modules. All these are available there. We have also the high modularity from 2 up to 16 IO channels. We have also here the modules you see here. This looks like a little bit different. And we have also safety. This is also very important if you have safety applications. Okay. Then, okay, the expandable functionality with our FIBA set card. You have here up to 6,000 kilobyte fully redundant memory, and you have the possibility with this card to use Profibus master or slave. It's depends which CPU you have in this case. Okay, in one slide I will show you the most common interface what we use. Serial, you see in one slide what we use, and of course we have also Ethernet, and over Ethernet you have the possibility to use Profinet, Mechatronic 3, 4, Ethernet IP, all these common interfaces.
Let me make a comment on that. What you see here, ladies and gentlemen, is you will see that as well in other system as well. So communication is important. So we have always in focus to be open for communication. That's why we support serial interface, and that's why we support as well the most popular field buses. You see some of those here. So Mechatrolink, which is very typical at Yaskawa. So here in Europe, not so popular, not so common to find, but nevertheless in Asia, very, very common. And here in Europe, we have a lot of Profinet, of course, in the market. And then here, we support Profinet as well. But we support Ethernet IP. We support Ethernet. So this shows you the flexibility that we have at Yaskawa with our products. So we are in our communication open.
And also, Andre, I think also Ethernet IP is most common in America.
That's right.
Yes, and we also here supported.
That's right.
Worldwide, you see, we have all the most common
all the markets
are available. please use the opportunity in this case, because we are very open and we like to serve you with all these interfaces what we have. Okay, now here I split a little bit our SLIO ecosystem that you see. We have here SLIO compact PLCs, what you see here on the left side. I have here also one with me. SLIO pretty compact, it means you don't need to add some IOs. You have all in one package. In this case, you have here 16 digital input, 12 digital outputs, and so on. All these details you will find here. I will not mention anymore. Then we have also SLIO CPUs without compact. That means this looks like so. You see here the interfaces, what we have serial and also via Ethernet, and here our PLC. You see all the technical details. What we use here, we have Ethernet, Profinet, EtherCAT master, MPI Profus, and so on. All this what you see here. And last but not least, our decentralized periphery with all interfaces from Profinet IO, Profibus, CAN-Open, and so on. Everything are available in this SLIO ecosystem. You see, we have a fully range of modularity here, and also with the CPUs, we fulfill all this SLIO ecosystem. And this is also the reason why we have decided this system is also the future for our iCube system. So then I will change the chapter and go directly to the next series, our 300S Plus. Okay, what will I say about the 300S Plus? I think, Andre, this is the most installed base worldwide.
It is.
Worldwide, because...
But not from our system, but a similar one, a brother.
Yes, I will now mention right now, because we know the competitor for this. Maybe if you see this PLC, you know, oh, this looks like maybe from the competitor. Yes, that's right, it looks like, but it's not the competitor. This is the 300S Plus from Yaskawa in this case. We know S7300 is the most installed base, and for you, maybe you know that S7300 from Siemens is not anymore available. It's discontinued since November 2024 in this case, but we have here an agreement that we have available until 2030 in this case. Minimum. Depends the market in this case, but we hope that this will also show you that the confidence that we have it on our portfolio, and you could also exchange them, these PLCs. I will show you also some details in the next slides. About the 300 Plus in general, as an SLIO system, I will show you a little bit the USPs, the unique selling points. I will start also with several communication interface. This we have don't change it with the flexible software solutions, because if you will exchange a Siemens PLC, you have also a Siemens software. For instance, the Simatic Manager or TIA Portal. And this PLC is compatible, this hardware, to use it in this Siemens environment. In the case, in the hardware configuration, it depends which PLC do you have. But normally, if this is the serial, if this article number is the same, then you don't need to change something in your hardware configuration. If this is another PLC, then please contact us. I will show you then in the next slide. Also, we have to create a task force. Then we are very open, and with pleasure, we could support you in this case.
So I just want to make a comment also on that about the software, because this is very specific, yeah, for this kind of system that we are talking here. So actually you won't find in the market also another vendor which offers you the possibility to use existing software, existing projects, yeah, to transfer that to another system. So this is one of the business intentions that we had also with the Siemens, to offer the system, to offer an option for the S7300. So very simple. Yeah. This is a real good option for the S7300, a system which was discontinued in October 23.
October 23. Ah, okay. Okay. Sorry.
23 years. So in October 23 was discontinued this product, and we noticed also an increase of the demand there. People, yes, they can move to the new systems from Siemens. Our customers, you can move to the new system from Siemens, which is the 1500. But some of the customers, they cannot move. It's expensive. Yeah, it's expensive, especially when you have to change a running system. And we say here, never change a running system. If you have a system S7300 and your application or your customer, this could be an interesting option for them to keep the system and to save costs.
Perfect, exactly. And the cherry on the top, Andre, is not the PLCs. We have also the IOs. In the IOs, you don't need to do something. You need only to exchange the Siemens and to put the hours. Okay, of course, you need to switch off your application, and then you put our IO modules. And you see not only CPUs, also IOs are available as a replacement, also as a benefit for you, also that you have opportunity to don't change your system. This is the reason why we say never change a running system. And you save also money. Okay, now I will go to my next topic here. Up to 8,000 kilobytes fully redundant memory here, of course, are available. Then we have here also scalable concept from a small one, the 312 until the 317 for the big one. Then the compatibility in this case, you see also the puzzles, what we can use in this case. Next one, the flexible topology in this case. You have also the possibility to topology up to your system, your application, to use also the right modules, CPUs, and so on. Last but not least, also as in the SLIO system, we have used our own technology here in this case, and we are up to 10 times faster in this case. We have also here create some benchmarks for you. We could also offer and also provide you this. It's not secret. Or please check on our homepage under 300S Plus all this technical data, and you see all the comments, how fast it is. So here I show you in one slide this interface again. You see all the serial ports from ASCII to MPI, Progress, and so on. Important are Ethernet. You see here we use Profinet, and you have also diagnostic models, HMIs, Modbus serial, and Modbus TCP also available in this case. Okay, as we already mentioned, we have also created for the 300S Plus Task Force 300. This is we offer to you. Please use the opportunity in this case. If you have some questions, some doubts, you have a Siemens application, you didn't know how you will exchange, please contact us. We have here all the details in our landing page, only for the 300S Plus, as you see, www.300splus.eu. We are very happy if you will also see this webpage and you see all what we have done there. You will find also replacements, record in only 3 steps. You could exchange a PLC or IOs in your application with our Yaskawa products.
The videos are also there on the homepage.
Also there, exactly. You see the webinars, how easy. You see also some how-to-dos. In this case, everything are available.
This is a specific landing page, really showing and collecting all the key information for you. So they are not only the products itself, this is also the documentation that you will see there, the unique selling points that you will see there, marketing materials that you will see there as well. So if you didn't visit it yet, then do it please and go to the system300splus.eu. There is everything about the System 300, and Laura already posted, thank you, dear colleagues. So Laura already posted the link for this homepage. Just click later on it, and then you will see a lot there. So here's our Mr. Task Force System 300. So Costa is leading a group of people which are now serving you and providing all this information also to you. So then please challenge us.
Please challenge us, not with technical issues, also with price issues in this case. We are very open, and I have also a personal agreement with my supervisor, Andre, in this case, that I don't will lose a project depends of the technical or price issues in this case. This is our personal agreement. Okay, about that, this is the task force. We invite you to use it, and we are happy and with pleasure we support you all details what you need.
So then very quickly then to present our last system in this, which is System Micro. So we are already half of the time, and so this is the System Micro. This is the last system or the last PLC that we would like to present you, our smallest one. So we kept the smallest one for the end. Typical compact CPU with IOs on board. Costa already showed you the CPU from system SLIO, and that what you see here is the CPU from system Micro. Even more compact, on typically with IOs integrated inputs and outputs on board, special functions and so on, and with a limited possibility of expansion.
And Andre, please correct me. Probably the faster PLC worldwide.
Yeah,
True.
Probably. Maybe if somebody would like to test it, then you are invited to do it.
Let us know.
Yeah. The reason for that, once again, is that we are using our own technology. So the chips that we are using here in SLIO and even in our newest event, the iCube, is our own technology, our own chip design. We produce those chips, as a matter of fact, in Taiwan. So we don't have our own chip factory, but the design and all this functionality is designed by ourselves. So that's why we can really put their own hardware, so all the functions that we need to have such a high performance and high efficiency. So, but now, just some details about the Micro, the USBs we mentioned before. So we have integrated IOs here, so digital output, inputs, analogs, and so on. We have 2 Ethernet ports integrated there, or we support even Profinet here as well. So it's limited Profinet there. So you can use these 2 ports as a small switch there. We have a, let's call it limited work memory capacity there of 128 kilowatt, which is enough. So for many small size or even medium size application. Yeah. So even when we are talking the PLC world, still talking in kilobytes. Actually, when in our office world, we talk about gigas and megas and teras even. So, but many of the technicians which are sitting here, they will agree that to pull a program and step 7 of 128 kilobyte could be a lot. So it could be a big problem there. So that's why, so don't be afraid about to put also your programs here inside of this micro PLC.
If this is not enough, Andre, then we can switch also the system
to SLIO.
Yeah, to SLIO,
which is 6K.
Yeah,
6 mega. That's right. So if you need an upscale, we have the upscale here at Yaskawa. So I mentioned it before, it's a limited scalability, which is typical for every micro system you will find in the market. So that's what you see here are the expansion modules here. So these are the expansion modules, 2 of those. So, and you can put up to 7 expansion modules in one line on the left side, and you can put also 1 expansion module here, which is a communication module here, also in the right side. So it's a quite compact, but also flexible system there. And eventually the fastest micro PLC in the world, not only 10, but in this case, 20 times faster. So, which is very, let's say, not so common, because in many cases we realize that customers say to us, no, I don't need this speed, so my micro PLC don't have to be so fast. Yeah, that's okay. So if you don't need, it's fine. You can use all the other advantages that we offer, but it's good to have it. Yeah, it's good to have this reserve also for even future applications or improvements. Definitely. So now about the design itself. Also here we are using spring clamps technology. So that's what we have here in the CPU itself and in the IOs itself. So this is all spring clamp technology. So very, very fast for against vibration, for example. So we know connection is important. And we are using here push-in terminals. So the wiring is also very fast, very effective. You don't need any specific tools. You just push the cable and that's it. We can remove the connectors. So I won't do it now, but you can remove every of these connectors which you have here integrated. You can remove it if you have put in the cables. So, and then you will have an easy, for example, pre-wiring. If you would like to have a pre-wiring, yeah, then you can do it. Or if you want to make a replacement, also you just plug out the connectors, replace the module, and then plug the connectors in again. So it's not needed to make a rewiring there. That's what we say also tool-free mounting. Costa already showed you that, and SLIO, you don't need any specific tools to the mounting of the CPU. So we had created here a fixing system here that you just put it here in your DIN rail, put it down, and then it's fixed there. So you can even put a screw if you wanted to fix it in the wall, whatever. Yeah, it's quite very flexible. And okay, this is a small detail, but here on the front you have a data matrix, yeah, that will give you information about the device itself. Yeah, maybe kind of standard today.
Exactly.
But we are using that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So now looking at the scalability that we have there, we have on the left side, we can put a power supplier in the system design, and we can put a communication module in the system design to have more serial interfaces. I mentioned it before, we have here default onboard 2 switches, so 1 switch with 2 ports. And in case you will need for your application a serial interface, you can put it here on the left side, the serial interface. So a power supplier is also available, and different kind of modules. It's not so, the variety, the designs are not so big as we have in SLIO, yeah, but for many applications are sufficient and enough here. It's just 6 or 7 different modules there. Okay, good. These few words about the system micro itself. So that's, yeah. And okay, we can skip more or less this one slide. Once again here, even on the micro, open communication. Important for us to support all the serial interfaces in the expansion module and to have the Profinet, for example, in this one CPU itself, and to support the needed protocols to enable the networking. Good. So we are done now with our controllers, and then let's go to the HMIs itself.
Andre,
so the HMI is a kind of highlight.
Sorry,
Yeah,
we have a question in the chat. Yes.
Yes, I can do that chat, but
Is it now 7 or 8 modules? 8 modules. 8 mod up to 8 modules.
up to 8 modules.
Up to 8. Thank you.
8 modules in total for system micro. Okay. Good. If there is no more questions, then we go straight forward then to the Yaskawa next generation of HMIs. So, and here's a kind of highlight. We are bringing a new generation now of existing HMIs. So we at Yaskawa are offering HMI since, I would say, 15 years or even longer. So, but now with the approach to bring a solution also to the market, we are bringing a new generation which is included in the platform of the iCube. Some of you may know we are bringing a new platform, which we call iCube Engineer. And there you can have our HMIs programmed, parameterization, diagnostic, and so on, and even the synchronization of the variables. But let's take a look then on the specific things there of the HMI. So das ist nicht.
Ich weiß nicht.
It's not working anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. So one picture says more than 1,000 words, and here on the right side you see what we mean with our solution approach. So in the middle here we have our controller there. So in this case we are showing the EtherCAT controller, which is, by the way, EtherCAT is our main field pass. We are a motion company, and in motion we say the EtherCAT is the most flexible and most efficient system. So sorry for the ones who are preferring Profinet, but this is our conviction. And we are offering in EtherCAT also safety over EtherCAT. You see here the yellow modules there, so which is requested in several solutions today. So customers which expect a solution, they want to have as well as safety modules. And then if you go to the top, then you see then the upper levels there and the visualization. And that's what I will show you here at the last slides, is the visualization itself of the new modules. Visualization, which by the way can be done with your own device as well, with your telephone, yeah, with your cellular. So the visualization is also possible, and we will demonstrate even that later.
Also with the tablet.
With the tablet, with every device that you have just a web browser on it. So this is the top line, and then here in the middle, what's very down here, which is very big strength of Yaskawa, is all our drives and motion products. So we have wide variety. So this is one of the strongest points of Yaskawa, our drives and servos that we have there. So the motors that we have there. So the inverters that we have in our servo drive and servo motors. So this is one of a topic which surely many of you, that's why one of the parts where Yaskawa is also very famous, especially in this part of servos and drives. So in our opinion, one of the best that you can find in the market. And last but not least, we have the IOs. Costa already showed you that. So IOs, which can be connected in our system, preferably, or you can connect these IOs to existing systems using different field buses there. So the last line is the biggest one. So Yaskawa is also very famous of being a robotic company as well, and one of the market leaders worldwide. So our robots are present in all markets, also worldwide, as well as here in Europe. And we can connect all our components together with our robots. So this is the preferred solution that we suggest to the market, and you can find the appropriate robot as well in our portfolio. This is the landscape that we see for the Yaskawa solution there. And one of these products are the HMIs. So one visualization is present everywhere. So we want to see what we do. We want to see what's going on in our machine. That's why typically we use HMIs there. So, and we created what we call the HMI Designer, which is a new editor, making a cooperation with once very famous also producer of SCADA systems. So we are now creating our HMI Designer. So what this means, that what you see here is a bit typical interface that we have there. So in the middle, you have the table with your project, or to make your visualization. You have libraries and with all different designs, and that's right. So on the left side, you have the configuration itself. Yeah. So here you can configure. This is the editor, which is also the standalone version. Yeah, we have two different versions, one standalone. So that means if you would like to use our HMIs in your solution, and unfortunately you are still using Siemens or Omron or anybody else, then you can use our HMI together with these other vendors, because we support the communication with these other vendors as well. So that's why we decided to offer you a standalone solution together with the HMIs, and this is the software. So in spite of that, so here you see the interfaces functions that we have there. So which is the version which is integrated in our iCube Engineer. So our iCube Engineer, our new platform, is able to make the programming for our controllers, and it's able to make the visualization for our HMIs, and everything integrated in one platform. And one of the biggest advantages there is, of course, the tag synchronization. Yeah, this happens offline, and so that means that whenever you are changing a tag in your controller, in your program, this will automatically then update in the visualization itself. Yeah. This version here, which are the new editor software, whenever you are acquiring iCube Engineer itself, it will be integrated. So there is no extra cost for it. The visualization is included in the iCube Engineer. So, and a highlight maybe apps. So we are all using apps, so in our daily life, yeah. And we created also an app to be used in our controller, and we will demonstrate that even as well. So this is the web HMI. So the same visualization that we are doing with our HMIs, by the way. So Costa, I think you wanted to show that later, but maybe to show one of these devices I'm talking about. This is one of our newest HMIs here. It's a 7-inch HMI with the corresponding interfaces on it. You see here, quite compact, as a matter of fact. So it's a industrial visualization.
It's robust.
Yeah, very robust. And yeah, this is one of the, we brought as an example. In case you don't want to use an HMI for some reasons or whatever, or you want to use your own device, even your mobile phone, you can do it using this app. Yeah, because in our controller, and we will demonstrate it here, that what you see here is the controller, is the iCube controller. Don't know if you can see it, but we have one iCube controller here to demonstrate you how this is working. You want to change the? Yeah. Okay, and this is now getting more and more popular. So we are not the only one which are doing that. This is true, yeah, but we are also doing that. And we can offer you a visualization here directly on the controller itself. Yeah, and then you can use your own device, but we can demonstrate it later. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. To visualize that, so how is working that? So when we make the programming here on the PLC project, on the HMI project, maybe Costa, you can show that here in the screen, here. So when you make it with your iCube engineer, you make your project. I mentioned it before, you can make your control project there on the visualization project, that you transfer it to the iCube controller itself. Yeah, then you have the visualization in the iCube controller. So the web server that we have integrated there, we make the visualization. Yeah. And this visualization, you can show it then on an HMI itself, and all the others are just simple clients. Yeah, doesn't matter it's an HMI, doesn't matter it's a tablet or an iPhone or a cellular. Then all these are clients, and you can show whatever you are doing, you are visualizing in your controller. You can show that in all the other clients itself. So it's just to show you how it's working that. So now, which panels we are bringing now as a new touch panels, Costa?
Yes.
Your stage.
Yes.
So you have no.
Yes. I will run with it because the time is freeze. In this case, okay, new panels. What we have announced, we have a new smart panel series here, 4, 7, and 10 inch. The operating system is Linux, and you see here some technical data. You can study them afterwards. Of course, we have also a new panel PC series from 10, 15, and 21. There, the operating system is Windows 10 IoT in this case. Of course, for industrial applications, this is also the high-end product, the panel PCs. For our entry, you could also use our smart panels. And we have also the marine certification right now.
This is quite new. Yeah.
Quite new in our smart panels. This means we are very open to use also the smart panels on this marine area in this case. I hope this open also to you some new opportunities. Okay, then the product advantage. What is the advantage? The biggest advantage is that you don't need anymore to increase your I/O bytes from 120 until to 4096. You have a standard 10,000x in this smart panel and panel PCs area. This helps you a lot if you will also in the future increase your application to use it. You save money, all this, then you have here exactly this 10,000x available in this. We have multiple communication protocols in HMI Designer with the most common control system. Very important, the third one, OPC UA. In this case, this is a big demand also here in Europe, in America and Asia, OPC UA. As a server and client, this is integrated in this one product. And you save also, the next one to save time, that you have the possibility to have a USB stick and all this configuration from your application. What you have done in this HMI, you could transfer it in your USB as a backup, or you can use it in the stick if the next one, or if something happens with this HMI, you have the possibility to put out this USB, you put your new HMI and put this USB stick in there and to transfer all this project in this HMI. If you purchase this iCube Engineer, you receive automatically also the HMI Designer, as already also mentioned, Andre, with the interface model, interface version. This is free of charge. As already mentioned, also new smart panel with marine certificates. You could also use it there. And last but not least, we have dedicated runtime for Windows environment for third-party touch pens in the case. You don't need our hardware. You could use it also with this third party. I hope this also help you that you could use this software in these third parties. Okay, okay. Then the offline taxonomy, how it looks like, very fast. I will show you here a screenshot. You see the overview on the project here on the left side. Here, yes, exactly. You have the possibility to select your project, your HMI project. In the middle, then you have your variable. And mandatory here is that you here have a checkbox. And on this checkbox, you could then select which IOs you will in the OPC UA. You see the first two one are selected, the third one not. And then afterwards in the OPC UA, you see here exactly these two tags are available with the text information. More details you find also on our homepage, how it looks like with more and additional information. Okay. Now,
show the live demo. This is the last actually part.
It's everything very easy to say, okay, we have a live demo, something like that. But now I will show you it also, how easy, smart you can use it.
Maybe you can start there.
Yeah.
Costa, be so kind.
Yeah.
But what we did, actually, I mentioned it before, that we had our iCube controller here running, and then we can make the visualization directly here in the mobile. We will demonstrate that here. So I have here my visualization running. It's just a very simple one, of course. So it's just an example.
Yes.
And we have here two machines. One is running, one is on stop. So it's the same what Costa have on the other side. And then I can, let's say, make the to stop another machine, and then you have the visualization.
Andre,
yes.
Sorry, when you stop the presentation, then we can see you on full screen.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's what we trained that before. So what do I know I'm not doing? So Laura is paying attention.
Yeah, now it's better. Yes, thank you very much. You see how lovely Laura.
So, and here you see then here the status that we have in these two different machines that we have here. So both machines are in
also
green.
with the tablet.
Yeah,
it's working.
And then Costa, if you just stop one machine, it will happen also to me.
Yes, also to see.
So on everything, so these visualizations here are actually done there. So we are just using that as a client.
Yes.
So we have counter here, and this is very flexible. So it's state of the art, and we are following this trend to be flexible in the visualization as well. So we wanted to demonstrate you that it's working.
Yeah. Exactly.
And this is true, what we are telling you.
Exactly.
So, good. So, actually, we are coming to the end of our presentation.
Yes, unfortunately, I have a lot of more to mention, but the time is running. And yes, of course, we need also to close the session.
Yes. We have now a few minutes left. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions regarding the presentation itself, now is your time.
And then not only question, also criticism. Everything, but you have also doubts. Please let us know now.
They will tell you are too expensive.
No, depends.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks to you. So it's our pleasure to share this information with you. Please use it. And in case you have any further questions or we can help you somehow, don't hesitate to contact us. So that's our job, and we do it really with great pleasure. So we will share this presentation for you afterwards, and feel free to share it in your own platforms as mentioned. So there is no further permission. So here is the permission. Here is even the request to encourage you to share this information into the market. And in case you want to contact us directly, so the first line, Costa will be here for you. Super slide. I like it too. Yeah, I like this slide too. Was 5 years ago.
Yes, approximately. Okay.
Good job. Thank you. We do this job with pleasure for you, ladies and gentlemen. So now it's time to say goodbye. And once again, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. It was our pleasure. And if you have some questions, let us know. Otherwise, have a good time. Thank you very much for participation.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. See you. Bye.
Yes, and now I will stop the recording. Bye.
Hello. Thank you.
So, good.
Ereignis beenden.
So